When it comes to filming YouTube videos, lighting is everything. You see, finding the right lighting for your videos can be a very daunting task. So many brands and different types of lights to choose from. So I'm gonna cut through all that for you and show you 3 different lights at 3 different budget levels under $200. So that way you don't have to risk like spending a bunch of money on lights that you're not even gonna use. And we're gonna start with one that costs $38.99 on Amazon. Now this light clamps onto your desk, and it also comes with a remote, so you don't have to worry about stands on the floor. You don't have to worry about moving it around or anything like that. Once it's there, all you gotta do is pick up the remote and turn it on. This is actually the lowest brightness setting right now, which is pretty bright. If I crank it up, it gets pretty bright, and it actually gets to the point where it's starting to hurt my eyes, which is one thing I don't like about it, is that the cover doesn't soften up the light quite enough. See, it's starting to become kind of a harsh light. So if I turn the brightness down, let's see, maybe to like right there, or even right there, that's perfect. This light is only $38.99, so essentially $39. If your budget is under 50 bucks, this is a great light for you. It is kind of like the Legato light and the newer light that clamps onto your desk, like the square one. And that's why I got it. It's basically a knockoff of that one. And I understand that it is not quite as good as those, but if your budget is pretty low and you want something that not only removes the need for a stand, comes with a remote, and is bicolor, so if I wanted to, I can make it warm color, I can make it cool colors, or 4500 Kelvin daylight color, which is what I usually use on my other lights. But for the budget price of $38.99, this one is great. And all these lights are going to be linked in the description below. I am affiliated with Amazon, so I do get a commission out of it, but it doesn't affect the price for you or anything like that. You won't even know I'm getting a commission at all. Now on to the next light is one I like to call a diamond in the rough, which is the Mount Dog key light. And it's not just one light, it's actually a 2-pack for 80 bucks. You can get one for 50, but if you can save up the extra $30 to get the 80-pack, you should definitely do that, because these are extremely versatile lights. The softbox is big, which means the light's gonna be really soft on your face. Also, it comes with a remote. You get 2 remotes, but you only need one to control both the lights. And they are bicolor, so if you want to change to warmer colors or cooler colors again, or like what I usually use is 4500 Kelvin. That's what my camera is set to anyways. This is I love this light so much. I use it for everything. When I do my drum videos, when I do my YouTube videos, or maybe I just need a light somewhere for B-roll footage or something like that. These are the best lights, I think, especially under 100 bucks for every content creator out there. Everyone needs these lights because they are just that good. And with the remote, the color, the versatility of them, I think they're just amazing lights. I mean, what do you think? This is them on me right now. So the one complaint I have about these lights is that the softbox is very large, which is great. It makes it a soft light on me, but it also splashes up against my background a lot and clashes with those LED lights behind me, so you can't really see them as well as you would if I had a different key light. That's where my next light comes in, which is, let me turn these off, turn that one on. This is the GMV 80 watt. Now this one is a cob light, so it's just one color. It's just basically a knob where you just only tune the brightness of it. But I love this light. It is at 4500 Kelvin, I believe, or it actually says 5600, but it works great with the white balance I have on my camera. And as you can notice, it's not splashing up against my background quite as much as the other ones, because it has a filter, which is like a honeycomb filter on the softbox that keeps the light directed directly towards me, straight down on me, and it doesn't go all the way back there. And I could probably angle it down more to keep the light from splashing back there, but I have all these other lights around me, so I didn't want to do all that. But you just use an app on your phone, and this is only 50% brightness right here, and turn it off, turn it on with the app on your phone. It's a very simple light. You just turn it on and off, but it's a very powerful light, especially with that filter that's on it. And I use this light for every video I make, and I absolutely love it. Especially the fact that my LED lights behind me get to shine through the video, It's amazing. So those are 3 lights that are going to work really good for you. Now, I'm going to show you what they look like with the camera that costs $40 on TikTok. So let's switch out the Canon EOS M50 for this one. So this is that 4K camera I got off a TikTok shop again for 40 bucks. Now, you can't beat that price. I think the quality is actually pretty decent, especially for being $40. And I'm using the GMV 80 watt right here. Let's try the other lights real quick. So this is the, hold on. This is the, the Legato knockoff light, whatever. $38.99, $40 camera, 80 bucks. You can get yourself a setup just like this. You just need a microphone, which we'll talk about more about that in the future in another video. But that's not a bad light, especially for a camera like this. Now, let's try the Mount Dogs. I mean, that looks pretty good, man. Even the colors and the LED lights are shining through pretty good on this camera, which is pretty nice. The Canon EOS M50 needs a little more color grading in order to get those LED lights to shine through, but this is actually really nice. And let's try the GMV 80 watt again. And it looks like that. I think for 40 bucks, man, and $168 on the light, you cannot beat this, especially if you're just getting started. Now, when I started YouTube, I was doing reaction videos to music, and all I was doing was using my phone and a little desk lamp that I put above me and a trash bag over it, like a Walmart grocery bag over it. And I was able to get monetized to 1,000 subscribers using that setup alone. And it worked out for me. After that is when I finally invested in the Canon EOS M50, and I've had that camera ever since, and it's worked out great for me. The lighting is what made the biggest difference. And even now, the cameras on our phones are really good, and you can really get away with just using your phone and like a $38 light like the one over here. So definitely look into that. The links for these lights are going to be in the description below. Even if you have a good setup, being comfortable on camera is always going to be a challenge. And if you're facing that challenge, check out this video right here.